You're alive.
You're alive. You're kicking. You're doing things. So people think it's so crazy because like when they were in uni, they went home every weekend. They can't like spend a week without seeing their mom or their dad. They have to see their family all the time. And if they're away, they'll run and jump on them like, oh, I missed you. And it's me just like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm back in the house. Yo, hey, guys, I'm here. And then sometimes if I'm missing them, like I'll just call them and say, how you doing? And then that will be it for like a month. And that's okay for me.
And for me too, do you get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, because I could easily go a month without speaking to my sister if I needed to.
Yeah.
2 months without speaking to my sister. I probably see my sister now more because of the kids than
before.
Because we really miss each other and shit like that. Like, and even with that, like, I'm comfortable with missing people. Like, it's not really
That's why you missed me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You comfortable with missing people, so you just didn't even come and visit me, see me.
Nigga,
nothing.
I told you I'll come in.
Just forgot me.
I told you I'll come. Who said I forgot? Who said I forgot? You've been out here living life.
No, I hate when people say I'm just living life. Man's just doing regular stuff, regular schmegler stuff, like every day, nothing new. Like I'm just living life. Like the pandemic, has caused a lot of people to have to stay in a hut. I don't believe in being putting walls in boxes.
I don't.
Listen, even throughout the pandemic, when it was in the height of it, I was out. I was out. Any house party, I'm coming. If there's underground club, I'm there. If there's any, I'm coming, because why should I let this pandemic let me stop living life? And now that things are open, I'm just experiencing all the things that are open. I'm still young. Soon I'll be 30. Like, let me live my life. Oh my God, soon I'll be 30. You
know what? Actually, speaking about that, like, because I've been sitting down, and I've been so fucking bored. I know what I realized about myself. When I get bored, I do stupid things.
What do you like? What? Like start playing with fire or something like that? No.
I'm not playing with fire per se, but like in the figuratively, yes, playing with fire.
No, but when you say, what do you mean?
Like what? Like I do stupid things.
Yeah.
Like I'll just, when you're not supposed to do something or you shouldn't do something. If I'm bored, I might.
Okay, but what? Give me an example, like a real life example of that.
Let me give you an example. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay.
But okay, right. So look, I'm bored.
Okay.
Even actually, you know what? This is one of the few times that someone that has known me since I was young has been on a podcast.
Okay.
You know the way that I was hella shy when I was young?
Yes.
Like proper, like cripplingly shy. Like when I meet you, like 5th class?
Yeah. Yeah,
it was 5th class. It was 5th class. So I've known you since primary school. I've known you since primary school. It is what it is. Anyways, so once I got to college, I was like, okay, you know what? I've got to do something because I'm bored. I don't like the way I'm living my life. So then I just decided that at that moment, anytime anybody says anything to me, it's a yes. Doesn't matter what it is, where it is, when it is, it's a yes.
And you started that in uni?
I did that in uni for a while,
Okay.
Because that was the only way to break out my shell. Okay. It's the only way to actually do things. Okay. And you know what it was? I didn't not do things because I didn't want to do them. Yeah. I was a pussy back then. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so.
Why were you so shy?
I don't know. Like I just kind of like. I don't know. I actually don't have a reason why.
Like, would you say that like your shyness, like you didn't have many friends, you kind of just like on your own?
The funny thing about that is that I've never been a loner.
Yeah, I don't think you have been.
I've always had like. I may not have, the way that some people might have a group of people and that's their group and that's what I've never really had that. Yeah. But I've always had a bunch of individuals. Yeah. So I've never been a loner. I've always had friends. And the thing is, like, one thing about me is that anytime someone meets me or anything, it's always, oh yeah, Dejj is cool. Like that's just it. You're never gonna say nothing else. Like it's just like, oh yeah, it's cool. Oh yeah, Dejj, it's cool. Bring him. Like I'm gonna show up. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not gonna be that fucking person. It's like, whose mess is this? That's never gonna be me. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
but I feel like you started to break out your shell like when we were still in secondary school. Actually,
you think
a little bit? Do you remember that party that we went to that you had to cover for me when we came back because I couldn't shit? That party, that we didn't get to enjoy because my mom was calling my phone. Do you know there's something you said to me at that party that I still carry till this day? Like you were like, you're gonna get in trouble anyway, so enjoy yourself. So now I think in myself, if there's any consequences after the fact, live life now. Deal with the consequences later. Like, because it's coming anyway.
I've been dropping gems since young.
Live life now. So like, I regret that day so much. Like, why did I rush home? I was going to be in shit regardless. I should have stayed. And my brother lived life like by that. No matter if he comes home at 12 p.m. the next day and he gets in shit, he lived life.
But you know what it is? It's so crazy that I gave you that. Yeah. I didn't take it on myself because I was in my 20s before I realized like as a kid, you gotta rebel.
You have
like,
to.
Okay, let's say,
God,
I got my ears pierced just December past, right?
Yeah.
And everyone knows that. Everyone's like, oh, Dejj, midlife crisis, but fucking gonna get your ear pierced.
Oh, you're not even quarter life.
Bro,
even.
Stop. What's good? Why are you gonna get your ear pierced? Like, that's something people did when they were like 17, blah, blah. And you know what it was? It's not that I didn't want to do it back then. I was just a pussy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know when you're afraid, they're like, oh, I'm gonna get home, I was gonna beat me.
Right?
He's gonna do blah, blah. And the thing is, right, this is what happens. They get mad, they might beat you, they get pissed off, and then at the end of it, you still have it.
Because you still have it and they love you. Like, so it's not the end of the world.
And the thing is, like, at the end of the day, yeah, cool, you went through like what, a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month of punishment.
I didn't have your phone.
But at the end of the day,
you'll survive.
You still have what you wanted.
Yeah.
It's just the cost that you have to pay for it. But I just didn't know that back then.
Yeah.
And then now it's kind of like you said, that day you got in shit regardless.
I got in shit regardless.
So if you had came home we got home at like what, 12?
We got home at 12, whereas we should have got home at like 3 a.m.
Yeah. So the thing is,
what's the difference?
You go home at 12. If you go home at 3, yeah, cool. She'd probably be a bit more angry because she
packed my stuff into black bags.
Yeah. She would have finished packing. She would have finished packing your stuff. Nah, that day was hilarious, man.
She packed my stuff into black bags. Like, to be honest, you come into the door because my mom saw you as a good kid, saved me a little bit of beatings,
bro. You know why? I don't know why parents always see me as a good kid. Do you know how many people have used my name? Like, oh yeah, Dejj's going. I'm nowhere there. Dejj's going.
Because you were shy. You kept to yourself. People saw you. Nobody ever saw you doing anything out of the ordinary, out of character. So they saw you as a good kid.
Yeah, but the thing is, my way of rebelling back then, I was mischievous.
Okay.
Like, I'm never going to be like, okay, the year that I was the worst in school was like, I think I was in 3rd class. I was never the loud guy. I was never the one that is going to be making loud jokes and everything. But somehow I had to sit beside the teacher the whole year.
Okay.
Because I was always up to something.
Were you ever like on report or anything like that?
Not in secondary school, but in primary school, I pretty much should have. Like, that year, I remember I stole a Game Boy, got away with it too. My brother snitched on me.
Stole a Game Boy?
Yeah. Stole a Game Boy, got away with it. Like,
kids are mental.
Like, just, I would be doing things, but I wouldn't be loud about it. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's always been my vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it got so bad that my mom just didn't believe. Like, I could tell my mom, like, Mom, the sky is blue, and she would not believe me. I would be telling the truth, and this woman would not believe me.
My mom would say the same thing about me. She goes like, if the police came to the door and said you murdered someone, I would believe them.
my mom doesn't rate me. Like, my mom genuinely doesn't rate me. Like, even so, like, one time we were driving, I was just driving. I was driving my mom somewhere, and she's like, I had a girlfriend at the time, And she's like, oh, aren't you cheating with? But I was like, cheating? Who's cheating? Wait, what? Yeah, my mom genuinely, from young, she says, Dejj, girls are gonna be a problem. Like, girls are gonna ruin your life. She thought I was a horse is young. She thought I was a horse is young, bro. But
you weren't?
I was not.
Why did the voice went, I was not.
But that's the thing. Once again, I don't explain myself. And when people think things, I just kind of let them think things.
So you just let people assume what they want about you?
Because at the end of the day,
even till now?
Yeah, pretty much. Because you know what it is for me, first of all, one thing I just don't like, I don't like explaining myself. Okay. Like, more time.
Is that laziness though?
I don't know.
Is it just out of laziness, like sheer laziness? You don't want to have to tell people, think what you want, I don't care.
I don't know. I actually don't know. Because a lot of the time, I was like, I'm nobody, so nobody should be speaking about me.
Okay.
Then I realized that I was very fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But the way I realized I was wrong was kind of a cool way.
Okay.
Because I heard girls were speaking about me in some fucking... And I was like, bro, I don't know you girls from nowhere. How the fuck do you know me? Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So then I was like, okay, shit, maybe...
Ireland is very small as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't actually... People say I'm bait now, but I'm not. Like, I actually don't know a lot of people.
You, Big Dejj. People know you, man.
Stop, man. Don't gas me, man. Look, mine is too big already. Don't be gassing me like that. But anyways, before this, like before college and everything, because college, even the way people knew me, it was because, remember I told you, Dejj, there's party in Athlone. You coming? Yeah. Dejj, we're going here. Yeah.
I was living vicariously through you when you were in uni. Like, where are you? Like, Irene, I'm in Athlone.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, when I get to uni, I'm going to Athlone, man.
Actually, I remember the first day the first time I went out in uni, bro, fam, I've lived some struggle in this life. What's good? Because I remember this now. The first time I went out in uni, the boys, I went out with 3 boys. They came from where like they were boys before or whatever, and they were going back somewhere else. I didn't know. I didn't have money to get home, so I was in town, and they had taken a taxi off somewhere by themselves because they had gone to wherever the fuck they're going, and I'm stuck in town, and I'm like, all right, cool, I guess I'm trekking home. So I just start trekking, and then I actually remember now that I brought it, I called you on the way home, and I was like, yo, let's go. Yeah, I'm just trekking home. But what the fuck were we even talking about?
We were just talking about Athlone and how like I was living through you, but before that I can't remember.
But so like anyways, so yeah, actually I remember calling you back then. Yeah, we've been tight for time.
Yeah.
But I didn't back then, like outside of a couple people I talked to on BBM, I wasn't really known like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know anybody or whatever. Trust me, I know I say it and people are like,
people know you, Dejj.
No, they do.
Like you're kind of bait though. Still, no, like you're an OG. Like you know, you know, it was like in the early days.
I was a baby boy. What are you talking about?
You like, I'm sure there's like memes of you back in like St. Patrick's Day, Dublin, with you doing the peace sign. Like you're an OG.
This is the funny thing. I've never been to Dublin on Paddy's Day.
No,
I have never been to the one time.
Once.
The only time I've been to Dublin on Paddy's Day, I was a grown ass man and I was working and I was walking through town because I was getting the bus home.
You never went.
I never
went. Dragged you.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People have this perception that I was out, but I wasn't.
Nah, I can swear you were there. You were in the corner. You one of those people like. But see, you weren't there.
I wasn't there. See, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't there. So there's bare times where I actually wasn't anywhere.
Yeah.
People probably know me more now because of when I got into college and I started going places and started meeting people and actually started talking to people. But before that, I wasn't anywhere. Like actually, I was never in town on Paddy's Day. I'd probably been to Dublin a couple times to see a couple people, but apart from that, like I'd never like actually gone anywhere else.
I always thought you were bait because you remember that time like you had just finished your first year of uni and I was about to enter and you took me to one party in Dublin, in one club, and there was like bare girls and they were like Dejj. It
wasn't even like that.
I was like, he knows bare people. I was thinking this guy is bait.
But once again, you're talking about after my first year of college. I'm talking about pre-college.
Pre-college.
So when I found out people, like my names were in different places, I was like, okay, so you know what? You're going to be spoken about regardless. Like you're going to be spoken about. Because I was like, I don't know people. I'm not in any beef. I'm not in any drama. You have no reason to speak about me.
You're right.
But then realizing that people are going to speak whatever, whether good, bad, whatever. Even if it's just like, oh, who's that person? Oh, do you know who this is? Blah, blah, kind of a situation. So I don't know if it is out of laziness that I don't explain myself, or if it is out of like just arrogance,
right?
Or it's out of being stubborn. But the thing is, like a lot of the times I've thought about what I'm going to do before I do it.
Okay.
So if I know what I'm going to do, or if I'm trying to help somebody,
like that, like you always think about little.
You should do this.
I mean, I'm just trying to find out who Dejj is today. Since you've abandoned me a couple of years ago.
Oh, can you fuck off? I'm the exact same person I was back then. But what's called so like, if I've thought about like, even if I'm helping somebody here and I ask them to do something and they start questioning me on it, I'm just like, do it.
Okay.
Like, just do it because I've thought about it already. Just fucking do it. Like, I don't need to explain why I'm doing it. Just do it. Trust me. Trust the process. It'll work out. Kind of situation. So I just don't explain myself. Like, it's just one thing I just don't like to do.
So, would you say now you are more low key, or you're even more bait than you were before? Because I mean, you are on 2 podcasts, so it's possible that you are more bait than you were before.
You know what? Funny enough, part of the podcast, for the past couple of years, I haven't been going out like that. Like I've really been. People rarely see me.
So what do you do for fun?
Up until recently, not much.
What do you mean not much?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been living life on autopilot for a while. Like
that's no way to live life. Exactly. You know, like this is the youngest you're gonna be.
I know, but that's exactly
like you are in the prime of your life. 20s, people don't realize 20s is the prime. People who have gone beyond 20s keep talking about the 20s. Oh, when I was in my 20s, you are in your 20s now. You're living your prime. Don't waste the time.
And the funny thing is, like, when I was in college and shit, and I was doing stuff and stuff like that, it's like I never really had the peace. But now I'm getting to a bigger age. I'm like, I'm a big man, you know. Like I actually, if I want to travel to fucking Barbados, I can go.
You can go, so why not?
Do you know what I'm saying? But like that was the thing. Like I was kind of like letting shit pass me by. And the past couple of years, something weird has been happening to me.
What?
Where I've been finding it hard to do things.
Okay, what do you mean by that?